Happy Wellness Wednesday, everyone. Today is Wednesday, September 8th, and my special guest today is Paola Herrera, Live Ultimate Ambassador, my amazing girlfriend. She's going to be sharing her health story with us, her health journey. Paola Health Evolution is our guest today. And how is everyone doing on their Wellness Wednesday? Have you guys had your morning superfood alkalized? I'm drinking some golden milk right here with mushrooms in it, with the ultimate shrooms and a golden milk. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're drinking this morning, what type of tea or herbal superfoods you're drinking. Hi, everyone. Let me know if you can hear my volume. I'm inviting Paola. Let's see if we can get her. Oh, here she is. Can you guys hear me? I'm using an iPad. Sounds like people can hear me. Is good. Paola, have you joined? Requests. Okay. Says Paola's unable to join. Uh-oh. Might have to restart the live. Paola, let me know if you can join the live. I sent you a request. Otherwise, we can restart it.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, amazing. I was about to give up on technology.
No, we did it. We're here.
Yay.
Well, yay.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Well, thank you for being our guest today. Excuse us for being late. Literally, the technology has been really challenging this morning. As Paola knows, because she's my girlfriend, my iPhone has not been working for Instagram for about 2 days. And I've done everything from reinstalling it to reading articles. And then I got it to work for like 2 minutes this morning, and then it wouldn't work. And now I switched over to an iPad, which I have never used before, really. It's just a company iPad that I have here that's like actually pretty old. It's about 4 years old. And I don't think it's the current version of Instagram because it looks different. But thankfully, you can't go live on a computer, but you can go live on an iPad. So like literally at 10:02, I'm getting the iPad to work and trying to connect my headphones.
Wow.
Can't get my headphones to connect, but I got the live to start. I got Paola on, so it's all okay. It just shows not to give up, because we were going to do it on Facebook because we couldn't get it to work on my phone, and I'm going to get my phone replaced, but it just shows, like Instagram was working fine when I was in Guatemala, and then I come and I'm trying to do a Wellness Wednesday podcast and it won't work at all. So I'm glad I got you through the iPad, Paola. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing so. I just feel so honored to be here. It is so important to get connected with the community. I want to give some updates on my health, on my journey, and I see a lot of my friends joining us. Thank you so much for joining this space to share about what we love most, which is staying healthy, wellness, mindset, and healing, and everything in between. And most important, to say thank you to everyone that has supported my journey. And yeah, just answer any questions that anyone may have about running, about nutrition, anything. We're here to share everything that we have been experiencing the last 3 months, I believe, since we did the last Wellness Wednesday, right after Miami Mushroom Fest back in May. So a lot of juiciness has happened since then. So we're here to share. So thank you so much for everyone for joining. I'm having my elixir.
Good, yeah.
You guys having this morning?
I'm getting my iPad situated here. I'm drinking golden milk shrooms for inflammation because I hurt my toe last night, as you know. So taking anti-inflammatories plus reishi, we know, is an anti-inflammatory. So tell us, I heard that it's your birthday in 2 days. Friday, the 10th?
Yes. Yeah, it's my birthday is on Friday, September 10th. So I'm celebrating with a glass of ultimate elixir to start my day, alkalizing, detoxifying, nourishing my body. And my birthday, number 33rd, it's on Friday. And this year I decided to do an online event almost every day this week and reach out to a lot of people and just have a lot of people join me to celebrate my life, as this has been one of the most challenging years so far in my life. But having the community, having the support, having you Live Ultimate, and it's just a gift. I feel like it is a gift it was like a second opportunity. Back in February this year, I had a major car accident on 95, and I have an ankle injury, which is still healing, but I feel like I was reborn. I feel like it was a second chance to start all over again, with more wisdom, gratitude, and learning so much about healing and learning so much about myself that it is an unfortunate event, but I think it's also a gift from God to get more in tune with my mission, which is what I'm here for. I help other people heal, and it's been incredible.
Great. So regarding your foot injury that happened in February, it's been 7 months, and I know you've had PRP shots, you've had physical therapy, and now your next step is you're going to go to the Sparrow Clinic in Arkansas. Tell everyone about Sparrow Clinic and about what they're going to be looking at in your foot to help you, because the next step is to help you with your neurological system more than your anatomy. So tell us about it before we get into Live Ultimate.
Yes. So back in February, I had an ankle injury due to a car accident, and thanks God there were no fractures. I didn't have to get any surgeries, but I was taking longer than what is usually expected to heal. Usually when you have a fracture or when you have an injury, it takes 3 to 6 months for your body to get, back to, for you to get back to using that limb, whether it's your hand, whether it's your ankle, I'm sorry. So mine was taking longer, and I was having excruciating pain, more than normal. And I chose not to take any painkillers. I chose to go the natural way. And I've been dealing with it, basically on my own. The very first month I was given painkillers, and I had to do it to sleep at night. The night sleep is crucial for healing. So I said, okay, let me just take the painkillers at night to make sure I can go to sleep and let my body heal. And after a month, I stopped taking them, and the pain has subsided, but the amount of pain and sensitivity that I feel today, it shouldn't happen that way. So I started researching, I started seeing doctors. Thankfully, I went back to the doctor that Brian had recommended me, which I know from the past, Dr. Draso in North Miami. He is a chiropractor scientist. He does rehab for athletes. So he really knows what he's doing. And we started seeing that the symptoms I was experiencing are symptoms of someone who has CRPS. CRPS stands for Complex Regional Pain Syndrome. And this happens usually after an injury, after a surgery, also after a stroke. And what happens is that the nerves get damaged in that area, and it creates a dysfunction within the nervous system, creating more pain and not allowing the area to heal properly. So that's what I'm dealing with. It was quite difficult to process it because in my mind, in 6-9 months, I was going to get back to running. I was going to get back to my chiropractic job. I thought I was going to be able to put this injury in the past, but it seems that it's going to take longer. It's going to take a lot of therapy. And thankfully, I have been working for a neurological-based chiropractic practice in Boynton Beach. So I'm very aware and educated about the nervous system, and I know that that's what we need to work on. So I said, okay, I take the challenge. This is what's going on. I take the challenge, and I've been doing so much research the last 4 months, and I found a place that helps people with CRPS with 95% of remission cases, and it's only treating the nervous system. They have different protocols. They do not use any drugs. They don't use any injections, no spine stimulators, nothing invasive, and nothing that alterates the body with chemicals. So I'm going there next week, and I have get to
It's
the
in
conclusion that
Arkansas,
this is
right?
what God wants for me.
It's in
Excuse
Arkansas.
me?
It's in Arkansas.
Yes, and it's
Oh,
in Arkansas, and I believe that this is what God wants for me. And prior to this injury, I was dreaming about, raising money for children that need prosthetics. It has always been in my mind. I used to take a neighbor with my mom to get treatment in a children's hospital in Tampa because she had issues when she was born and she couldn't walk. And I was so committed to helping this little girl getting back to walking, and it just made my life so fulfilled when I used to help her and see her taking these little steps. And since this is back in 2014, and since then I said, wow, this is something incredible. If we can help children that don't have the financial um, options, who maybe don't have the support or the education to get back to walking, and they need prosthetics. So I always had that in my mind. And, now I get to face that mission and that vision through my own challenges, through my own pain. And I take the challenge, and I'm really excited to go next week and find out what will be the treatment option for me. And the goal is to be able to raise money for people who need to heal also from CRPS, or people who are dealing with pain. So natural ways to deal with pain, um, natural ways to deal with depression, natural ways to cope health in a healthy way, So I've been experiencing all these things myself, and I see the difference of the mindset and the mentality that I have when I do these healthy practices. So I am excited to start sharing everything that I've learned and everything that I'm implementing in my life for mental health, physical health, emotional, and not to let this pain get in the way of my relationships, because I think that that's what happens to a lot of people. We go through so much stress, emotional pain, physical pain, and that kind of takes away from the relationship that we have with our family. Well, first with ourselves, with our family, with our partners, with coworkers. So by getting into awareness and getting into knowing what's going on, so like, okay, well, today I'm not feeling very happy. What can I do for myself? And do these daily check-ins. So I have been reading this book, Brian Lemmy. I truly recommend this book to anyone. It's Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And I was reading a part of the book, chapter 9, it says walking meditation. So the way that I live my life now, it's like a walking meditation, because you can wake up in the morning and do your meditations, your rituals, and then the rest of the day it's chaotic. And so it's easy to go away from that meditation state of mind in the morning, of consciousness and awareness, and then the rest of the day chaotic. So every single moment of your life, try to keep that meditation going in your mind and say like, okay, I'm getting anxious, or I'm getting anxiety. Let me take a deep breath. So I've been working with a lot of modalities to keep myself sane during this recovery, and just to keep going, to keep showing up for myself, keep showing up for my family, keep showing up in our relationship, in my business. And what I have found most helpful is connecting to my breath. Our breath is something that's always present, and it's something that we can control, and it's something that we can utilize as a tool to get back to present, to get back to center. So I am just excited to keep sharing about everything that I've learned. And like I said, it's a gift. It's a gift from God to go deeper into ways to help other people as I am helping myself heal.
That's a lot going on in
Yeah.
your summertime. So you haven't been traveling, no vacations. You've been focusing on your health and on meditation and on healing. You have a trip coming up to Arkansas to get treatment on your neurological system. Your birthday is this Friday. So tell us about what's going on this week for your birthday. You have a couple things with Live Ultimate planned. You have, tell people about the opportunities.
Yes. Tomorrow, Thursday, we are going live at 6 p.m. where we're going to be doing my business launch for Live Ultimate. I have never done a business launch. I have been a brand ambassador for 4 years now. And this is a moment in the company where there's a lot of shifting. And part of this is doing a business presentation. So I'm inviting everyone that's interested. I'm inviting my family. I'm inviting friends from high school, from everywhere that I know to come and help me celebrate my life, the gift of being here today and doing the business presentation. There's so many people there looking for financial stability, for immune support. We have so many great opportunities, and not only the business opportunity, but also the personal development, which is, I think, has been such a blessing for my life, to be able to find a community where I feel supported, where I feel accepted, where I feel loved and celebrated. And all of us have different gifts. So this business lounge is to mostly celebrate the gift of being here, the gift of being allowed to share this medicine to help other people and live my mission and vision. So that's happening tomorrow at 6 p.m. We're going to do it on via Zoom, and we're also going to be going live on Instagram and Facebook, and that is at 6 p.m. tomorrow. So please join us. Friday, it's my birthday, so I'm taking a day off partly from social media just to be connected with God, with my family, with my closest friends, and just being in gratitude. I'm gonna go see the sunrise on Friday. Brian, you're invited to come with me to come see the sunrise and just being in prayer and meditation. That's how I usually like to spend my birthday. And then Saturday, we're gonna get social. Starting at noon, we're going to be celebrating at Hideout Cafe in Midtown. It's a beautiful vegan place, and they have recipes that are so good with the elixir, the ultimate mushrooms, and it's a vegan cafe. So that's the best place where I can think of celebrating my birthday. So everyone is invited. They do have a party outside. We will be taking precautions, and everyone's invited. You can even bring your dogs if you like. So it's 12 to 5 on Saturday near Edgewater, Miami.
22nd in Biscayne, right?
Yes.
You can find them on Instagram at Hideout Miami. Hideout
Yeah.
Miami. They're a big partner in Live Ultimates. They're Team Vinche, Eric Taylor and Briche, and really great cafe that we're going to have music at. There's going to be a lot of great food and drinks. They have tons of plants there. They have hundreds of plants. They actually are a garden center. They're a cafe and garden center, so you can go home with a plant. You can literally buy plants there in Edgewater. And it's, right off of Biscayne on 22nd. You just go to the dead end of 22nd. And they've been there for about 2 or 3 years. They're a little hidden gem in Edgewater. So, Valerie DeMonte just said it's a few blocks from where she lives. Yeah, Valerie, check it out. The name is Hideout Miami, or Hideout Cafe.
Yes.
I'll type it in the comments here. So Hideout's going to be Saturday from 12 to 5, and then Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, you're doing a Zoom and Facebook Live and Instagram Live, as many lives as you can.
Yes, that's correct. That is correct. And I'm also sharing a lot of abundance for my birthday. So I see my chef Stella. I see a couple of friends joining in, which I will mention in a little bit. I see Chef Stella who joined us, and she is someone that I truly admired and love deeply. She's a chef that teaches mindfulness about taking care of the earth, how to take care of our bodies, and she has a book with over 70 recipes that are plant-based to
Wow.
help us to get healthier and live more mindful. So
Okay.
for those that are interested in receiving her book, and she's also doing a workshop. It's 8 consecutive classes to learn how to cook, vegan recipes, and just overall how to get into better cooking and this mindful movement of what we put in our bodies through what we make in the kitchen to heal our bodies from the inside out. So we're giving away the gift of entering this workshop. It's a 8-week workshop, and it's completely free to all my friends. And anyone that's here is interested, send me a message. And I'm going to be taking the workshops as well. And you can get this book of 70 plus recipes that are all vegan, plant-based. So it's amazing. So whoever's interested and it's here today, send me a message and I'll send you the link to sign up. And I'm also going to doing a little raffle tomorrow for my Zoom. It's a surprise, but that's also happening tomorrow. So as much as I can share this abundance, I'm happy to do so.
Okay. Well, we pinned your Instagram in the chat so people can find you. So send Paola a message about if you want to join the Zoom party tomorrow, Thursday at 6 p.m. She's doing a Zoom to talk about the Live Ultimate business that she's so passionate about the last 4 years, which is basically referral, sales, and a mindful movement of these amazing products. So we have at Live Ultimate. We have new products coming out. Paola was one of our first 10 ambassadors to join the company in 2017. So she's been with us since the beginning. She's been my friend for 4 years and my girlfriend for over a year. And it's an honor to get to interview her for the second time. We live together off and on, so we see each other a lot. I think she's been living with me the last week or two since I got back from Guatemala. And she also lives with her mom in Boynton Beach. I live in Miami Beach. So she spends a lot of time in Boynton Beach as well. So anyone in the Boynton Beach area, definitely reach out to Paola. And if anyone has any health questions, Paola loves to help with health. She knows a lot about chiropractic and about nervous system, but also about injuries. And so yeah, what else is going on? We're going to be going to Boston in a month for me to run the marathon, and then we're going to go visit your dad in Washington D.C. for his birthday. So you have a trip coming. You have 2 trips.
I'm excited.
Arkansas and then Boston. Yeah. Arkansas, Boston, and then Washington,
I am
D.C.
so excited.
It's going to be good, yeah.
Yes. So, Brian,
yeah.
How many times have you gone to the Boston Marathon?
This is either my 8th or, I think it's my 8th or 9th. It might be 9th. I know last year was canceled and I was supposed to run it, but I've been running it since 2010. And I only missed 1 or 2 years between now and 2010. And I was there the year of the bomb, 2013. I was actually right above the bomb, 200 feet above it. Or not 200, sorry, 50 feet above the bomb, 50 to 100 feet and across the street. But it was so loud that it shook the building I was in. I had been done with the marathon for an hour and a half, and my friend had a hotel room literally right above the grandstand. And sadly, that's where the first bomb went off. So I literally looked out my window and saw the first bomb go off, and then I saw the second one go off. So, I mean, that was very traumatic. For only time in my life I've ever been, I was within 200 feet of a bomb. I mean, that's scary. But people died, and it's tragic. Innocent 8-year-old child, Martin Richard, or Richard Martin, but they started, I think it's Martin Richard is his name, and they started a foundation for him. And one of the interesting, sorry, my iPad is being balanced here. I let Paola use my tripod today, and that's what happens. I end up losing my balance here.
Okay.
But, what's interesting is with your injury and with the Boston Marathon, there's a tie-in because, people lost their legs. Literally, I think over 50 people lost legs. 4 people died, including a police officer, I believe. But 50 to 80 people lost a body part. And that's crazy. And a lot of them were people in the crowd that were cheering for their loved ones. And I went back the next year and ran it again, 2014. And in 2014 and all the years since, you'll see people running the marathon that are survivors of the bomb, and they are literally running on with one leg, and they have a prosthetic on the other leg, and they're running all 26 miles. And so it just shows that, you can't let yourself become a victim where you can't even do the things you love. Those people were there cheering. A lot of people, unfortunately, that were injured were in the crowd cheering. It wasn't the runners, it was the spectators. So just think about that. The terrorists were targeting innocent people in the crowd. I mean, the athletes were innocent too, but they picked a soft target. There's 1 million people in downtown Boston for the marathon, that finish line, Copley Square. Literally 1 million spectators fit into Copley Square. So it's just jam-packed with people. It's the biggest day of the year in Boston. This year's the 125th anniversary. It's been going on since 1894. It's an important race to me because I have family in Boston, and I've been doing it since 2010, and I always fell in love with the Boston Marathon. It's become very popular. You have to qualify to get in it. It'll inspire Paola a lot to get out there and see, because you're going to see probably over 50 to 100 people running the race that have a prosthetic. You're going to see a lot of people with prosthetics running the race, because it's where like all the world's best runners go, whether they're 100% bodily able, or if they need support, like in the sense of some people are running, you'll see every type of body type out there. You saw in Fort Lauderdale in the last marathon you watched in February, you saw people that had cerebral palsy being pushed in a cart, and you saw firefighters running the entire course with their gear on, or police officer, or you saw like 75-year-old people, 80-year-old people out there running. You're going to see that in Boston. You're going to see a lot of inspiration. So that's one thing I really like about, the marathon is competitive. I'm a very competitive athlete. I actually hurt my foot last night walking, and I'm going to get an x-ray today because I hope I didn't break my toe, but I stubbed my toe very bad on the concrete last night. I might have to take a couple of days off to let it heal. I tried to run this morning, and I could only limp 2 miles. So, it just shows you how much you need to respect your health and be mindful. I was telling Paola, mindful has been one of my favorite words for like the last 10 years. Like I've always been into wellness since I was a little kid. We have very similar stories. You've been into wellness the last 10 or I want to talk about that in a second, what got you started. But, as mindful as we are, I've been into wellness for 20, 25 years. My career's been wellness and mindfulness. I've been a mindful runner my entire career. I teach Chi running, which is mindfulness and running. Body awareness, posture, using your core. As mindful as I was out walking last night trying to get my 20,000 steps in. After my run, and it was 11:45 at night, and I was almost at 20,000 steps. I was at 18,500, and I had sandals on, and it was dark, and I was walking around my block, and I kicked the curb accidentally. I kicked the concrete really hard, and it was so painful that I tasted blood in my mouth, even though my mouth wasn't bleeding. The pain was so bad that like I tasted like pain in my mouth, and I didn't scream, but it was so bad that it was 10 out of 10, nearly 9 or 10 out of 10. So I'm going to go get an x-ray today to make sure that I didn't break my toe. But, the good news is, I can still walk and I'll recover. So, and also the good news is no matter what happens to you in life, you can still do a marathon. You can still do, a triathlon. You can still do a walk across America. You can still be a dancer. Like Paola showed me a video of a salsa dancer who only has one leg in Colombia, who's the most amazing salsa dancer. She literally performs on one leg, and she's like the most amazing. I couldn't even believe it. So whenever you think that, your story is too hard or too sad, you can't give up. And that's what I know, Paola, you've had some weak times too, where, you've felt really depressed or really sad or really angry or really like you don't want to do it anymore. And you get really, there's times you've gotten really, in a lot of pain, and you've expressed it, you don't hold it in. And I think that's when going to like watch a video of like an inspirational story of like someone who was like, their body destroyed completely, and the people told them, sorry, they'd never walk again. And then they're out doing, a 100-mile walk, or whatever. So the body has so much power that we don't even give it the credit that it deserves. And
Yes.
our spirit too. Our spirit and our body are very strong. So I
Yes.
think that there's been a lot of breakthroughs in the summer for you, and that's just going to
So
make
many.
you into a stronger woman in your 30s. So, yeah, and I hope that you will run your own marathon someday, half marathon and then marathon. I've
I
run
will.
45. I
Yeah.
know that was your goal right before the accident, was to run a half marathon 10 days before your accident. You got in an accident 10 days before your first half marathon. So I think that should be a big goal, is to get you back to the start line so that you can do a marathon again.
Yes. Yes. I actually, we were actually planning on wearing these singlets for the race, and I have one more.
It's
So
custom. Someone doesn't want one, right? That's custom. That
yes,
says Saucony.
this is a custom singlet that we
Saucony
made
needs a
for the
brand.
race. And
Mm-hmm.
so when I have my hardest days, I put on my t-shirt and I said, I will get back to walking and I will get back to running. And I just have had to find so many things to bring me back to who I am, because sometimes I don't even know who I am anymore, because I'm not able to be as active as I used to be. I'm not able to work in chiropractic, and it has been a lot of changes, but it's truly important for all of us to have the awareness that our bodies are capable to heal. We have to give the credit and the time, the hope and the faith that our bodies will heal. And we just need to assist them with nutrition, with self-care practices. And that has been one of the biggest breakthroughs for me, is to be my own advocate for my health. To know that I am the person who's going to lift me up when I am in my lowest. No one else is going to do it for me. Even you, honey, even you try to cheer me up so much and bring me to this positive mental state. And sometimes it's just really hard. I am the one who has that responsibility and accountability for my own health, for my own mental health, for my own nutrition. And when I got into these realizations that no one is going to come and save me, no one is going to come in and understand the amount of pain that I have been feeling and the amount of frustrations, and taking all this weight and taking all these crazy feelings and all these things that just are so hard on the heart. I think it comes back to giving this to God, giving all your burdens to God, and say, I don't know how I'm gonna go on today. I don't know if I'm capable of doing this, but I'm gonna give you these burden, God, so you can help me and show me the way and give me the strength and give me the understanding, because I cannot do it myself. So that's how I've been getting out of my lowest, to know that God has a big purpose for all of us, not just for me. For every single person, God has a purpose, and we just need to continue staying stronger and keep fighting and never give up. I've seen and I've met so many people during this journey that lost their legs, that are not able to get out of bed, that maybe they had to get their legs amputated because of this disease. And it has been so, it's been very hard for me to grasp the idea of me becoming disabled forever. And I'm not going to allow that to happen. And I am committed 100% to getting back to my healthiest version, and never give up, and help anyone who's struggling as well with health issues, depression, and all these things that are happening outside. A lot of people are also right now being forced to put things in their body that they don't want to. A lot of people are losing their jobs because they have these new mandates. And it comes back to my mission, that just being a brand ambassador for Live Ultimate has given me the freedom to work from home during my recovery, has given me the blessing to help my family stay healthy during these times. I don't have to worry about my immune system. I don't have to worry about my health because I'm taking care of it with this nutrition, with these amazing superfoods. So I don't have to worry about that. Imagine if I was already dealing with this injury and then worry about my immune system and going in hospitals and emergency rooms, and that, I don't know, I would probably lose it.
Yeah.
Probably
Or
not.
you had really bad nutrition. You have good nutrition.
Yeah, but I know that I'm taking care of my body, and I said, okay, anything that comes my way, I'm able to overcome it because my body's strong, my body's healing, and I'm working in every part of my body in a cellular level, because our bodies are not, your head is not separated from your feet, your heart is not separated from anything. We're a whole unit that you need to take care of it. So it takes care of you, and that's what the immune system does. So that's why I'm so passionate about what I do and being a brand ambassador for Live Ultimate, because I can help people who are truly struggling with their health, with their finances, with their personal growth. And this is such a beautiful community. I feel honored. And I just want to take this message to as many people as I can, that we have the solution to a lot of today's problems for people.
Great. Well, we're getting some good comments. Alex Chamisu is saying we are our own healer. Yes.
Yes.
Alex is our good friend, another ambassador with Live Ultimate who lives in the Keys. Thanks, Alex, for always supporting Wellness Wednesday. And we have Gloria, who's sending a
Shout out
lot
to
of
Gloria.
love.
She's my upline. I love her so much. She's like a sister to me, and she's so enlightening, and she has been also very supportive in my process. I see also my friends from middle school. I see my friends from 10 Life.
Yeah.
There's so many people joining. Thank you so much for being here and allowing myself to express everything that I've been going through. And this is just the beginning of my healing journey. Believe it or not, this is just getting started.
Speaking of your journey, and I wanted to ask you this question. I know I've asked you it before, but what got you started originally in wellness and health? I know in your youth you had some problems with your health. Was that the reason? Or
yes.
Else in your 20s?
Yes. I think I'm a walking miracle. Since I was a little, we're all miracles, okay? We're all miracles of love. That's what we are, miracles of love. When I was a little girl, I had asthma, and I lived in Colombia, in Bogota, and it was very cold and humid. So my asthma was not getting any better. And my mother always searched for natural ways to help me thrive and heal and stay strong. And so since I was a little girl, I was trying herbs, acupuncture, some sort of meditation that we used to do with sacred plants. And I started my wellness journey being a little girl. I always dreamed about becoming a doctor. I wanted to help other people. And that's basically, I grew up between doctors and nurses, always admiring, wow, their power and their compassion to other people. And I was always very interested in healing and helping other people heal. And then when I came to United States, when I was 13 years old, I said, this is my opportunity to go to medical school in one of the best countries in the world, for education and opportunities. And then I went to nurse assistant school, and I was working as a caretaker for about 8 to 10 patients on a daily basis. And this is the turning point in my life, in my career in wellness, in healthcare. I was working with patients in assisted living facility, and I was able to change their lives. Even for the small moment that they had before the last days, I know I changed their lives. I know I helped them through better nutrition, through love, compassion, even music for them. I used to take them to walk outside and get sun, because it's so important to get the sun, especially in the mornings. So that's where I noticed that no pills and no injections was going to get them better. None of that was going to get them out of bed. What was really getting them out of bed was better nutrition, love, movement, exercise, music. And that's when I decided, and it was honestly one of the biggest decisions in my life. I decided not to go to medical school.
Oh, wow.
I decided to only work with natural medicine, and my whole life I was waiting for an opportunity and searching, and I applied for to work with places that offered pain management. I worked with places that had lasers. I had worked for a lady that used to do acupuncture, but I never really felt like I had an opportunity, rather just working for them. And I was always praying to God, for me to be seeing the opportunity where I can work with natural medicine without actually having a degree and really helping people, because I wanted to start now. And that's when Live Ultimate came into my life. And I have been so blessed to be able to help other people without having a medical degree. And not having a medical degree does not mean that you're not prepared, does not mean that you're not educated. If anything, being an entrepreneur takes a lot of commitment and self-education. So I feel that I've learned so much with Live Ultimate that it's been incredible. I have so much knowledge about nutrition and healing and herbs, and thanks to you, Brian. And it's been an incredible learning experience. So that's how I got interested into wellness since I was a little girl. And then through different experiences in life, I knew that I wanted to work with natural medicine, because ultimately it's what really helps people. We want something that is proactive for our health. Now, when we get sick, we're going to a hospital, and then now we are trying to find solutions. No, it's these daily activities and daily routines and habits that will strengthen our body, that will strengthen our immune system. And that's what people need right now. So I think about what will my life will be right now if I was in a hospital. I'm sure I'll be saving lives left and right. I know I would be an amazing nurse and doctor as I am. But I feel that the actual field, it's outside of the hospital, because I can reach out to children. I can reach out to my neighbor. I can reach out to my family. Every single person that I meet, I tell them, let me tell you my story, and this is what I'm doing. And I feel like I'm really working in the actual field by helping people understand a little bit better what they can do now to help their families, to help their bodies. And I don't think I will be able to keep my job in the hospital, because I wouldn't want to give my patients anything that's not truly serving them. Or I will be a little bit frustrated because I want to help my patients to get into movement, exercise, meditation, nutrition. And so I think my hands will be a little tight if I was working in a hospital, unless it was my own practice, which it's one of my goals.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely holistic, centers now opening up. So yeah, you don't need to work in some hospitals have wellness programs, but I've seen it at some cancer clinics. But it's still, you're part of the hospital's mentality, and being on your own gives you more freedom. So I respect that. That's the path you chose. It was a big decision.
Yes.
So we're coming up on the last 5 or so minutes of the podcast. I will remind people in a second about your events this week, but do you want to share the cats? I know you wanted to share your love of cats with us.
Yes. So these little babies are also part of my healing. They have been taking care of me during recovery, cuddling with me when I was in bed and I couldn't, still walk. I'm still able to walk. I'm still using crutches, but I am able to put some more weight on my ankle. So I'm really happy. But these two babies have been little angels that came to cheer me up in one of my hardest days. So I want everybody to meet them. Right? Right, baby? Celeste? Okay, so if they hear the treat bag, they're going to come really fast. Watch.
Oh, good idea.
Okay, so this is Anjuno. Hi, Anjuno. Say hi to everyone. Happy Wellness Wednesday, everyone.
Anjuno.
This is Anjuno. We adopted him, and he's a sweetheart. He is a sweetheart. He's really a sweet, sweet baby.
He's a boy about, 9 months old?
Yes.
9-month-old boy.
He's about 9 months old.
We adopted
Celeste is the other baby we have, and she's sleeping. She's taking a nap. She couldn't come.
Okay. All right. And
Yeah,
you have two
so
cats in your home, right? You have your own two cats.
yes, and I
One's
also
yours.
own two cats. Yes, yes, yes. Pets are so important. If anybody's thinking about getting a pet, go for it. They're such a sweet companions, and especially during this time, I'm sure a lot of people are still working from home and not getting very social and active outside. So having a pet truly, it's a beautiful thing to have a little angel to take care of, and they will take care of you as well. And the best practice, I think, is to adopt. There's so many babies out there that need a loving home, and they will adopt you too.
Yep. Yeah, it's a very special, healing, and powerful moment in the life to
Oh, there
adopt
she is.
a
Right?
dog or a cat. Is that, here comes Celeste?
Yeah.
The tortie?
It's our firstborn.
Oh, there she is.
Celeste.
So Celeste is what, a year and a half old, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's a female, of course. She's a tortie, and she's got a lot of attitude. She's got tortitude.
Yes.
They say it's tortitude, which is a type of attitude. They're like divas. Celeste is like, Madonna. She demands a lot of, but yet she also is very, she lets her brother eat all of her food. She doesn't boss him. She's very sweet, very soft. She sleeps in the bed. She's a very social cat. She makes a lot of calls. She's always communicating with us. She's always talking to us, right? She talks
Yes.
a lot.
Yeah, they're very vocal. They're very vocal.
They're both very vocal, but especially Celeste is very vocal.
Yeah, I
She's the
sense that.
oldest.
I think that animal sense when I'm sad, when I'm in this funk that I need to. It's usually most of the time dealing with any injury. It's easy to feel a certain way, and the cats will always come and cuddle with me and give me so much love, and it's truly a blessing to have their love, and I think
Mm-hmm.
they sense when we need that
Oh, yeah.
extra care.
And they purr like our littlest one.
Yeah.
He purrs so hard. The purring he's the loudest purring cat we've ever heard in our life. And we've both had lots of cats. I probably had
So hard.
10
Yeah.
plus cats in my life. And he's a very hard purr from a baby. And he will sit on your chest and purr super loud at like 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. to get you out of bed. And it actually is so powerful of purring that I'm sure that it helps heal the body. I'm sure it heals the body. I'm sure there's scientific evidence that cats and dogs, especially the purring, and when they even just spend time next to you, it's like I was telling you the other day, when you go to the ocean, there's studies that have done that it boosts mood tremendously, and it's more powerful than antidepressants to just go to the ocean and sit and look at the ocean and meditate by just looking at the ocean, the fresh air, the nice.
Mm-hmm.
We went there the other day, and I know that we're really lucky in Miami Beach to have the ocean right next to our house.
Yes.
It's about a half mile away.
Yeah. One of,
And,
yeah. One of the practices that I've learned about is grounding. So what is grounding? Grounding is taking off your shoes and going outside and putting your feet on the earth, on the soil. And that will help you heal in so many ways. It's truly important that we all get to ground. So next time you have some chance, go outside, take off your shoes, go hug a tree. Just getting in tune with nature. It's really important
garden,
for our bodies.
sure. Gardening, walking barefoot in the sand, just even walking barefoot in grass. You want to just take your shoes off because your shoes block your energy coming from the earth.
Yes.
That's Anjuno.
Yes, that's on Juno and Celeste right here.
They're really funny because they have different personalities, and Juno is always hungry. He always wants more and more food. He'll never stop eating. We think he has a scarcity issue with food, where he must have been traumatized as a baby because he is obsessed with food.
Maybe he's just a foodie like me. You never know.
He's obsessed with food. And I know Celeste was when she was little, but now Celeste is very chill, and she is more of yet she still has a lot of she has a very wild imagination. She sees things like she'll jump in like a circle in the house like many times. Like she just jumps in the air and she'll jump off my body. Like she's always like seeing something and running and jumping, and she's just like always playing a game with, like, if they see like a laser, like our watches, you know, we can make the light come off of them.
Yes.
Um,
Thank you
yeah,
everyone that came up today and shared some beautiful moments with us and learn a little bit about what I've been up to. And I cannot wait to start sharing on my Instagram and Facebook all these practices that I've been doing to help my body heal, to manage with pain and stress naturally, which is really important, and get connected with us. We are a beautiful community that it's growing, that will always support you and lift you up and keep you accountable. And the most important, accept you just the way you are. Always, you're always invited, especially this week, Saturday. Me and Brian are going to be at the Hideout Cafe. Brian is going to be DJing. So it's going to be fun. We're going to be able to get to eat healthy
food and
food
drinks.
and
Yeah.
healthy drinks. So it's
Outdoors.
a brunch. It is a healthy brunch.
It's outdoors and indoors. It's a beautiful cafe in Edgewater. So that's Saturday, 12 to 5. Tomorrow, 6 p.m., you have a Zoom business launch party that's also going to be on Facebook and Instagram. Your Facebook is Paola Herrera. But for those that want to learn more and connect with you, I pinned Paola's Instagram into the chat. So send her a message and share your story with her. If you want to join her team, she's recruiting people to become a wellness ambassador on her team. She has a nice team already, but wants to grow her team and is excited to be a leader. And she already has a lot of customers, so now she wants to grow her team, I think. And besides that, so you have your Thursday launch party tomorrow, 6 p.m. on Zoom, and then you have your Saturday cafe party, and Friday is your birthday, and you're going to just kind of relax. And okay, so this is a really nice couple of days for you. So it was great to have you on today. Is there any last thoughts you want to share with people? A last closing thought? I always ask my guests if they want to share one big idea to people to focus on, throughout their day, something that you are find to be very powerful that will bring value to people, the message you want to share.
Well, I have so many. I think the most important thing is to check in with yourself on a daily basis. See if you are hydrating, if you're sleeping well, if you're taking care of you, if you're doing the things that make you happy, if you are compassionate with yourself, if you have nice conversations with yourself, and just love yourself so much, because that is ultimate the way of healing and changing the world. Taking care of yourself, you're a priority. And talk to yourself beautiful things. I wake up every day and I look at myself, and of course I my right and left leg look very different because I've lost a lot of muscle. And at the beginning of the injury, I was saying to myself, like, oh my gosh, what is this? You don't love all this negative talk. Now that I am so aware of this, I wake up and I look at myself in my mirror and I said, I am beautiful. I'm strong. I'm healing. I can do this. Let's go. And so that is the way to keep going. Love yourself. Give yourself all the love and all the positive talk you can talk to, and see yourself as a little kid. What would you say to yourself as a child? What would you say? You're strong, you're resilient, you're smart, you can do this. So talk to yourself as you would talk as you were a little girl, a little boy, and know that you're capable of doing everything that you set your mind to.
That's a great message. I love it. Self-care, self-love. You need to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. Check in with yourself every day. Be honest with yourself. If you're not feeling good, stop what you're doing. Make time for yourself. Go for a walk. I like to go for walks and runs, but walks are really good for and if you can't walk, like Paola can't walk right now, she does breathing exercises, and she does meditations, guided meditations. She goes to sweat lodges. She goes to plant medicine. She watches an inspirational story so these are all, it's important to take care of your mental health, physical health, emotional health, so you can help others once you're healthy. And every day, it takes every single day, because you can be happy one day and you have to be happy every day. You can't just be happy some days, right? So every morning is a good time. Wednesday is an important day to check in. I know that this impacts a lot of people because I see people saying how important Wellness Wednesday is as like a day to focus on your health in the middle of the week. On the weekends, we tend to get a little crazy sometimes once in a while. You know, we forget to eat as healthy. We have some drinks here or there. We don't get as much sleep maybe, or I don't know. Lately, though, we've been living very healthy, so I'm very proud of that because, you know, as an athlete, I take very good care of my lifestyle, my sleep. And so anyways, it was great catching up with you today, Paola.
Thank you.
And keep healing. And once you're able to walk again, we're definitely going to have you back on so we can do an Instagram live with you walking.
Thank you. Yes, that's the goal. And I am surrendering to the time that it needs to heal. I'm just going one step at a time, literally.
Awesome.
Everything takes time and patience, so I'm surrendering to that. And I hope that this inspired anyone or everyone to get stronger mentally and know that you're capable of surviving, that you're capable of healing, that you're resilient, and that God has a very big purpose for your life. Never give up. We need you. We need your light, and we need your strengths and your gifts for the world.
Thank you. Well, happy early birthday. It's Friday's your official birthday. Friday's Paola's 33rd birthday. Tomorrow is her business launch party with Live Ultimate. Saturday is her Hideout Cafe social. So connect with Paola at paola.healthevolution. Paola, it was great having you on the Wellness Wednesday podcast today. Keep taking care of yourself, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for living ultimate and being an amazing ambassador and leader in our community.
Thank you
Thanks
so
everyone
much
today who joined us. We had a lot of great guests. All right, guys. Have a great Wellness Wednesday. Keep taking care of yourself. Live ultimate.
Keep living ultimate, everybody.